I'll never forget the fact that I was broke in my 30s. I was struggling. My savings got finished and I had no investments. But do you know what hit the hardest? I have been working hard and I've been good with savings, but I had no investment in my name. If you're watching this video and you're feeling stuck, you're feeling confused, you don't know where to start in investing, this video is for you. In fact, this video is a sign. I'm going to walk with you step by step on how to start investing as a beginner, or maybe even investing. It does not matter, you can still learn one or two. So the first question you might want to ask is, why does investing matter? Why can't I just save my money? Well, the truth is that you can't just get rich by just saving. I just shared my story. I was a millionaire in my 20s, but in my 30s, I was broke. But here is the thing. I was good with saving, but the problem was inflation. Your bank gives you 1% interest, for saving your money in the bank. And inflation takes away 3 to 4% every year. So your money loses value over time in your savings account. Okay, now let's go to step-by-step guide on how to start investing your money. Step 1 is to build a financial safety net. And at this point, I'm assuming that you have income flowing every month. And please, it doesn't matter how much, no matter how small. So in this step number 1, you have to make sure that you don't have any high interest debts with interest rates above 8%, especially credit card, before you even invest a dime. Also, make sure that you have an emergency fund, already set aside in a high yield interest savings account. For emergency fund, you can aim to start with $500 for a start. Then you can upgrade to, 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses. So if you do these two things, that is clearing off any high interest debt you have and saving up emergency fund, is going to help you to be consistent in your investing. Investing without these two things in place is like skydiving without a parachute. Now, step number 2 is that you need to have an online brokerage account for you to buy or sell, your stocks. There are so many online brokerage accounts to choose from. If you're in Canada, we have Simple, we have Trade. Both are great options. If you're in the US, Charles Schwab, Robinhood, and Fidelity, they are great options. You can check the best option in any country you are residing, but please make sure that you're choosing the one that is user-friendly and there is no account fee. Step 3 is choose the investment strategy you want. Now, this is where people get overwhelmed by, choosing the type of investment strategy they want, whether it's stocks, real estate, or what. But I would say as a beginner, you need to keep it simple. Start with ETF, exchange traded funds. So ETF is an index fund that allows you to spread your money, across different companies. So what I mean is that when you buy one ETF, let me use S&P 500 for example. When you buy one S&P 500, you are exposed to, the 500 most powerful companies in America, like Google, Microsoft, and the rest. So when you use ETF, investment strategy, it will minimize risk because, all the companies will not be doing badly at the same time. Unlike when you buy a single stock, it's not as if buying a single stock is not okay. But as a beginner, I think it's better to start with ETF, whereby you are exposed to, hundreds of companies. So you use the one that is performing well, to cover up the one that is not performing well at the moment. And that way, risk is reduced. Of course, you can invest in single stocks, but you have to make sure that they are blue chip stocks from companies that are well known and they have good track record of growth. Example is companies like Apple, Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson. Now, step number 4 is automate your saving and your investing. Don't trust yourself to do it manually. I promise you, you won't always remember. And that doesn't mean you're not serious. It's just that sometimes we get carried away with life. But if you automate it, it saves you that time and also helps you to be consistent because that's the key. I cannot overemphasize the importance of consistency in investing. You don't even need a lot to start. You can start with $100, you can start with $200, and this can grow massively with time. Please, before I continue, if you're finding value in this video, If I'm making sense at all, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much. And to all my returning subscribers, you all are amazing. Now that you are done with step number 1 to 4, you have automated your investment. You are now investing. Now, step number 5 is for you to allow your investment to grow. And I must tell you this, you need to manage your emotions because stock market investing is very emotional, especially for beginners. I would say don't panic when the market dips. In fact, this is when the OGs in investing, they buy more stocks using what we call dollar cost averaging. In my next video or next 2 videos, I will go into advanced stock market investing. And in that video, I'm going to be explaining the 3 stock market investing principles that you need to be following an investor, and dollar cost averaging is one of them. So dollar cost averaging is basically investing like consistently. Whether the market goes down, you are investing. Whether it's up, you're investing. So your money will grow with patience. Just keep going. Building wealth takes time, but it does work. The secret is the power of compound interest. It's compound interest that does the magic in investing. And a quick way to understand compound interest is this. If you receive $100,000 every day for 31 days, at the end of the month, you have gotten $3 million. But if you double a penny every day for 31 days, at the end of the month, you have gotten over $5 million. That's the power of compound interest. And compound interest is what the credit card companies uses for their credit card interest. The interest rates of credit card is about 22%, and it is compounded daily, not annually, which means it is added to the balance every day. And this is why it's so hard to get off credit card debt. It piles up quickly. So please don't allow compound interest to work against you in credit card debt. Rather, earn it in investing. So these are the ways you can start investing as a beginner or even someone that has been investing before. It doesn't matter. If you follow these steps, I believe that you can achieve your goal in investing. Thank you all so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in my next one.